platinum sponsor. And Joshua and his company Cresio offer pay what you can consultations to underprivileged entrepreneurs in Colorado Springs and teach people how to leverage ChatGPT for their business. Please visit them at Cresio.com to learn more. And also, that's it. That's it. You changed this on me,
yes,
Joshua
he
Gary.
updated it. I asked it too. It's my fault. We're staying
It was
current.
your fault. Yeah, it's always your fault. So, what else is new? Do you want to get more leads for your business? Visit us at beencouraged.net to become a sponsor and to get your business name out there to our growing audience, where we have a reach of 45,000 a week and growing. Our platinum sponsors get to see at least an 80% ROI. Like and follow us on Facebook and LinkedIn, and join us on our journey to extend hope and encouragement and help people realize their potential through networking, collaboration, and community involvement.
You did it. Good job.
Bam!
Breathtaking right there. So we have these amazing guests today.
I know.
Yeah, I'm very excited. Our panel host today is Miss Christi Sherman.
Christi Sherman,
Beauty
ladies and
queen
gentlemen.
right here. Yes.
She rocks.
Yes, she rocks. Which y'all will hear in a minute. But Christi started the business. What is your business name?
Mirror Wall Reflections Photo Booth.
Mirror Wall Reflections Photo Booth. She started it in May of last year, and it is a mobile photo booth rental company with 2 booths, one of which is Incredible Mirror Photo Booth, the only one of these in Colorado.
The only one.
Yeah.
Just one.
It's really cutting edge, actually. Well, all of us experienced it
Yes,
the other
it
day.
was absolutely amazing.
Yes,
Oh,
it's
that's so
very
cool.
high end. Yes.
Yeah.
It looks fun. It brings fun back to the photo booth.
It
It
does.
really does.
It really does. And then, of course, Mr. Josh Harms.
You know what? I messed up. I put your name out because I thought you both were Shermans.
You got a good giggle out of it. It was good.
Yeah, did you see that? Yeah. So you're not Josh Sherman.
I go by Josh Sherman sometimes.
And you're not Chrissy Harms.
No. They are owning their own individuality.
My bus.
It's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
Right?
16 years you kind
Yeah. Well, we won't harm the Shermans.
Yeah.
There we go. Keep going.
Okay. I was like, are you ready? Okay. So Josh is the owner and co-founder together with Christi. And he enjoys being able to bring a fun and interactive experience to everyone's party. He decided to start this company with his family to have something they can continue to build on and grow. Yes. Awesome legacy. And Miss, of course, Courtney Sessum, for those of you who don't know her, she is an outlaw at heart. Yes. Has the whole attire to prove it.
And the vocabulary.
Always a fashionista. And she's creating a movement of trust and connection in the insurance world. She helps agents with their declines. Okay, woo! You are all riled up, right?
I am.
You had some coffee this
How
morning.
much coffee have you had?
Exactly.
Or tea. Have you done both?
Coffee, yes. Okay. And you're welcome.
I love it. Right.
Well, Christi, as always, we start with the panel host because you're the hostess with the mostest.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, you don't need no sneaking notes. This is going to be totally organic here, girlfriend.
All right. I enjoyed that a lot better than taking notes.
Yes.
Yeah, my pet Lisa will be on your case if she see you with notes.
Yes.
So she hates notes.
Well, we've had people bring us like a whole page of what they want to cover on the show. And Frank's like, yeah, no, this is our show.
Appreciate the offer, but our show.
I actually have an email I received today from someone saying, I've got a great idea on all that we can cover. And I was like, oh, that's adorable.
Yeah. Wrong show. Good idea. But
I'll respond later.
Cover this.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
All right, you guys having fun yet?
This is.
Yeah, always. Every time I see you guys,
I don't even know what we're laughing at.
Welcome.
I love it. It's just the energy, right?
Yeah,
We're just laughing. Do we
exactly.
even know?
It's
Yes.
laughter energy.
Uh-huh.
So, Christy, tell our audience a little bit about who Christi Sherman is.
Well, Christi Sherman is a mother, first of all. I like
Aw,
my little 7-year-old daughter.
she's beautiful.
She is.
She still loves you at 7. That's awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
She'll
holding
hate
on
you
to
by
that.
11.
No, not until like 12 and a half or 13.
I'm younger all the time.
It actually is. Yeah, it's kind of thing. No, I'm sure she'll stay sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
There's quite a few
hoping.
that do.
Why are you sure?
I don't know. I just thought I'd be positive and encouraging on our show today.
Be encouraged.
That's right.
Good
She'll never go astray.
Yeah.
She'll be totally sweet the rest of her life.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
She is human.
Yep.
She will have a person. What's her birth month?
May.
Oh, okay.
She's a Taurus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just like all the rest of my family.
Yeah.
Okay.
So where are you from, young lady?
I am a native Coloradan, actually.
Oh! Where?
I grew up in Denver area, or Centennial, if people know that area.
Yeah, my daughter lived in Centennial.
Really?
Yeah,
Did she go to Eagle Crest?
She didn't go to school there. She went to
Oh,
school
gotcha.
in Colorado Springs, but yeah, they had a house in Centennial. Then went to Parker, and now she lives in Florida. So,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice move, huh?
I think she's missing the city though, because now she's considering moving away from one spot to a bigger city.
Well, they went there with that in mind.
Oh, did they?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Port St. Lucie was never going to be the landing spot.
Yeah, that's
So,
like,
yeah,
that's where
it
you
was
go to like retire or something,
yeah.
right? That's like all the
They got
snowbirds.
some beautiful joints there, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I felt young there.
Did you? Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I was surprised when you said she moved there. I was like, oh,
Well, what the blank?
yeah.
Fill it in, Courtney.
Don't set her up to do that. She knows better. I got you.
So from Denver, Centennial area, so how do you get to Colorado Springs?
Well, actually, this one kidnapped me, I like to say to the ones.
When you guys meet?
Actually, a family reunion. They do this thing in Cripple Creek that's called Gold Rush Days.
Uh-huh.
And my family likes to do a reunion around that time. And we met at a dance at 16 years old.
You met each other at 16?
Yes.
Oh.
Is that when you got together? Or
Oh,
no?
no.
You just danced together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dance the night away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
When
the
you-
night. Just the night.
Yeah,
That's all
she
we
was
can do.
gone.
She's
Oh, and then you went
gone.
back to Denver.
Yeah, I stayed in Denver, and then when I was 23, I decided to come back up with my family and see my grandparents and all of that. And the dance happened again.
Okay.
That dance has been good to me.
Yeah,
Oh.
it is. My husband got me through dance. Dance is powerful.
Yeah, I think he was leveraging a little bit more than that.
Family friendly show, Frank.
Look at his face.
Getting redder all the time.
Good times.
Yeah. Do you guys still dance?
Occasionally, not as much as we should.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
It would be nice
Yeah.
to do some more
Just
dancing.
remember that's one thing that brought you together, and that may be something
Yes.
that'll.
Right.
Right.
Maybe with
Keep
you
doing
guys.
Yeah.
You guys can give us lessons.
Well, you guys are really far though.
Right.
Yeah.
We'd make the drive.
Virtually, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Give us
It's
some.
not the same.
Right?
Can throw down on screen, baby.
Yes.
Yeah, Josh, how about you? Tell us a little bit about you. Where are you from originally?
So same, native, born in Denver. Grew up mostly up in the Cripple Creek area, so that's where I graduated high school.
In Cripple Creek.
Yeah, a lot of family living up there at one time. I think in Victor I had, grandparents, aunts and uncles, my parents, both sides, all living in the same small town. So
Wow.
it
Yeah.
was fun back then.
Yeah. Did the donkey still run?
Yeah, they still do donkey derby days up there and all
Yeah.
that. And they keep them, right now they keep them in a pen, keep
Oh.
them warm.
Oh, so the wild donkeys are in the pen?
Yeah, well, kind of like a big area. 'Cause,
Oh.
it's like a club that takes care of them
Yeah.
for the winter. And
I
then
don't
during
know
the
about
summer,
this.
they let them
You
go.
didn't know?
No.
Yeah, they have wild asses in
Yeah.
Cripple Creek.
Let's walk her
More than just the
Cuss,
donkeys.
but not me.
No, that's not a cuss if you're
That-
referring
I
to the
know.
animal.
Oh, so it's the intention of the word that makes it the cuss. Okay.
Yeah, some that you use.
So now when I cuss, I'm just gonna refer to it as a dog the whole time.
Oh my
No, the ones
goodness.
that you use are always cuss words.
I have been doing that. We have not heard one.
No, she's hasn't even begun.
Starting her up already.
Just wait till it's your turn.
Yeah, I got the pants on today.
I think I've honestly not heard you cuss.
Really?
Yeah, no, I've never cussed around this.
Why are you so comfortable with me?
You bring that out.
Right.
You bring out my feisty
Yeah,
side.
the defiance piece.
Yes, you
I
look
can
at
see
my
that.
look. Lisa's feisty around you too.
Yeah, but she don't
Yeah.
cuss.
No, I don't cuss either.
Okay, Courtney, introduce yourself. You do a lot more in
I have
life than
so much
just
more
cuss.
questions for you. We'll come back.
We'll
to
come
you.
back to you, bro. Yeah.
And I haven't cussed.
Yes.
I just want to state that I am learning. All right. What would you like?
Who are you?
Oh wow. Okay. So my name is Courtney. I'm the founder of Outlaw Outreach Partners. I'm a
Personally.
horse, I
Who
guess,
are you?
personally. So personally, I'm a wild child. I love constantly traveling, being outdoors. As we know, I don't like phones, answering text messages over calls, working on that, right? Right, yeah, on weekends, I just want to be like, but you know, lately I've realized that weekends it's just, you can take a weekend anytime, you know, it's not just a specific day. But like you can do it on a Tuesday instead of a Saturday. If you
Are
need to
you
work
still
Saturday.
taking off Mondays for personal care?
No,
Why not?
because I have found as I have evolved the Outlaw Outreach Partners that a positive day for me is a positive influence or movement in someone. So if I take a day off and it's self-care, I've noticed it's kind of in the morning, and I'm starting to do that daily in the morning.
Good.
Oh.
And
Okay.
so
So
not
balancing.
needing, right, a balance, right? It's not a black and white kind of system, but overall I'm very outdoorsy. I did cattle drives. That is not what I meant, Frank.
What did you do on the cattle drives? Like
So-
growing up, you did cattle
No.
drives?
I had a group of people that are friends up in Bakersfield, and they own a bunch of cattle.
California?
Yep, and they own a bunch of cattle, and I met them when I was a raft guide up there.
Oh,
I did a wild
fun.
outlaw.
Yes.
And they needed another person, so we went out for a couple weeks out in California, up in the mountains without service. Slept out in the dirt. It was great. I love
Yeah.
it.
That's awesome.
But you know, there's an interesting story about your back. Tell people where you're from and some of the.
Memphis, Tennessee.
But then you like.
Oh,
grew
I
up
went
in-
to
well,
Alaska.
Yeah.
And I did cold water diving.
Wow.
And what does
And-
that mean?
So I did samples with the NOAA facility up there in Fairbanks, Alaska, and down in Ketchimak Bay in Alaska. So we would do cold water diving, ice diving. I spent time up in Barrow and watched the whaling. You know, the whaling season up there is extremely important to them. It is the way they thrive in the village in the winter. So I got to see 3 years worth of whaling season. I got to spend 3 of my birthdays up there in the boats with them in the ocean. That was a really fun experience.
Cool.
So what I like is when someone tells me no, I like to find the way around it. So like let it flow, right? Like instead of persisting, what you know, resist persists. So if you're in like a rapid, what I learned as a raft guide that I've correlated in life is if you're in a rapid, you really, once you're in it, you can't jump out, you can't turn around, you are in it. So you got to stay present. And so when I do these outdoor adventures, like people tell themselves they can't do things. And so it pushes your boundaries a little more, and it is so empowering to sit there and go, wow, like I'm this independent person. I live in a camper that's a dry camper on 10 acres. It's great with me and my dogs. It's wonderful. We have a compost toilet, and I haul my water, and it's a beautiful, it's just, you're very, very appreciative. Like I was at a friend's house, and he was like, we were doing some music, and he was like, do you want some water? And I was like, yes. Oh, that's so nice. So you learn to take things not for granted and appreciate every little moment. So I guess as a person, I'm an outdoorsy adventure person. I just like to learn and grow. Yeah. So my good day is a growing experience.
And she sings. On top of all that, she's a lead singer of a band as well.
Well, I don't want to say lead singer, because singing is just an instrument in itself as well. Like it's just a piece to it without all of us. So I'm not like the lead singer. I'm just part of the instrumental piece to it. I don't like being called lead singer. Sorry, because without them, I would just be an a cappella person. So
I know you have something to say about that.
Not really.
Am I in trouble?
No, just owning your space and owning your leadership and owning.
Oh, okay.
You're making it a little bit more difficult for those. We don't understand the difference between just being a piece. So we're talking to an audience, right?
Okay.
So you're kind of the only one singing when I saw your band.
Okay, yes,
so that
that's
makes
fine.
you a lead singer.
I am a lead singer.
Yes, own it, girl.
Okay. I have more the perception of Tool, if you're familiar with Tool's perception of music.
No,
we're not.
No, most people are not aware of that. You're either the only singer of the band, or you have backups. You are a backup, or you're the lead.
Okay, I guess I need some coaching on speaking. Oh, we're not cussing, so.
That's so.
And you can dance too.
Yes, I am an artsy person and an adventurous person.
No one will ever be able to do that.
Yeah. I actually don't get ready with a mirror at all. I don't have a mirror in my camper. So.
But you just talk and people can tell you're artsy.
That's fair.
It's fairly obvious, right? If you're an artsy,
Good point of view.
Are your parents around here in Colorado? Or?
They are in Memphis, Tennessee, with my brother and my sister, and we were the Maytag people. So my dad fixes appliance. It's been doing it in our family since our grandparents, and so my brother's doing it, my dad's doing it, my grandparents did it, I believe my great grandfather did it as well.
Wow.
And so
what a legacy.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. So I can fix a washer if it's clogged. That's about it.
Okay, I'm gonna call you. I'll wash your shoes. Because that's expensive.
But they're all
I'll treat you to lunch. You come over and fix that.
Yeah, that's better. Yes.
No wonder she's considered an outlaw.
I'll let you use my toilet.
Right?
Hey, that's awesome.
That's a pleasure.
A real toilet.
A real toilet. With a bidet.
Oh no, that's too much.
And a warming seat.
That's insane.
I'm coming to your house.
I have been out to her property where she has her trailer and used that type of toilet on it. So it's really not gross like you might think it would be, etc. So
I can't. I know how to do it.
Oh, you can?
I just wouldn't do it as a lifestyle, but I would do it. I do it.
Yeah,
I like camping.
wouldn't do it as a lifestyle.
I like
either.
off-road camping.
Do you?
For a week.
Yeah.
For a week.
Yeah.
I got to get my mindset into it, and then I embrace nature, and I'm totally there.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't even care.
No, see, when I was in California as a ref guide, I lived in a van down by the river, and yes, I know that is a Saturday Night Live quote. Love it.
Yeah. So, young lady, out of all the things that you could have done on Earth, why the photo booth thing?
You know, what actually got me into it to start was I have a back injury, and so there's not much that I can do.
Oh,
So I was searching online, and I came across the photo booth, and I was like, wow, this is really cool. It's something I've never seen before, something I never heard of, and I thought it was just super interesting. I started thinking about it more and more. Eventually I was like, I have to do this. I really have to do this. It feels right. It feels like something I could do as long as I hire my muscle here.
Yes.
my
Yeah,
boy,
'cause with your back.
her boy toy.
Someone brought the muscle to the party.
You gotta always have muscle.
Yep.
Muscle's
Exactly.
good.
As needed.
Right?
So when you approached Josh with this idea, what was his response?
He was like, this could actually be something cool.
Yeah.
And so that made me like, oh yeah, okay.
Contrary.
We're in now.
Yeah.
Contrary to all your other ideas, right?
Right,
We
yeah.
had a lot of ideas floating around.
Right.
See what would stick to the wall. And
Yeah.
they're like, well, that one.
Yeah.
Hey, that actually seems like
That'd
a
be a
good one.
bad
Yeah.
idea. Yeah.
Well, it is very classy. It's very high end. I mean, I
Yes,
love
it
it. I've been
is.
to
Oh, my
tons of
word.
events, and I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the only one in Colorado.
It looks so fun. I'm
Right?
sorry.
Yeah.
Like,
It is. It's
Yeah, we had a
class.
meeting on
I
Friday
want to
morning.
like art. Yeah.
They presented, and we had more fun at that meeting than
Wow,
we've
it
ever
was
had
so
at Final
amazing.
Friday.
Yeah.
I'm grateful.
You brought the party with you.
Yes.
That's
That's what
the
we're trying to
name.
do.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. That's
You truly are
Yeah.
bringing the ambiance and the fun,
Yeah.
we
which
bring
people need.
exactly.
events.
Yeah.
It's like the best entertainment at events.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's pretty
Lisa and
quick
I
and
don't
easy.
like
Right.
boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we don't do
We
boring.
don't do boring. That's right.
No time for boring.
Yeah,
No.
if you're boring, don't even think it apply.
No need to apply.
Yeah, I can be boring by myself, but I don't need
Yes.
other humans, right?
You ain't ever boring by yourself.
But so it became something. You said, "Wow, we can do this thing,
I
right?"
did, yes.
Yeah. And so last May, you just went all in.
I did. Well, I did a lot of research. It took me months of research to make sure I was getting the right product. And like, there are other mirror booths in Colorado.
Oh
It's
yeah,
just
a
not
lot, yeah.
the same as what I
Not
have.
yours.
It's
Well,
very futuristic.
tell our listeners, I mean, you really fine tune it with your graphics, all that. Can you explain a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's basically, let's start off by saying it's a giant cell phone. If you can imagine a 6 foot tall mirror cell phone.
Yeah.
And so it does all the tricks and all that. So the screen that you see before pictures and during idle times is all customized. So I will design your logo, your pictures, your anything. It could be for weddings, for example. They like to do engagement photos.
Yeah.
And so I can do small, I can't find the word for it, sorry.
Like Taylor.
Collages.
Collages.
Yeah.
And then you get the printout also, the same printout you would get, but without stuffing your grandma into a booth.
Right. Yes.
We don't really like that as much. It seems like a lot.
They really don't.
We were able to get the whole group in. I mean,
Yes,
it's fun.
It is.
Yeah.
It is so much. Just trust us when we tell you guys. that
Yeah.
This is more fun than you should be allowed to have.
It just
It
looks
is.
fun. Like the phone in itself just looks fun.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I
it
mean? Like
just
it's
looks
just
right.
it's inviting, it's
Yeah.
so pretty.
Mhm.
Thank
Exactly.
you. I agree. I felt the same way.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
something that got me to buy it.
Well, it is awesome. We're looking forward to this business growing here in the city, Christi and Josh,
Thank you so
and
much.
really becoming kind of a forefront of your industry here, because we believe when people know what you're capable of doing with this business, that you're going to get calls, that you're going to be a part, and they're going to want to use your business first and foremost. This dude does a little bit of electrician stuff on the side. Tell us about that business.
Yeah. Business is called What's Up Electric.
What's that?
Yeah.
What's up?
I like it. What's up?
WATTS up.
Yeah.
Actually, WATTZ.
Oh, WATTZ.
We're bringing it. Yes. Like, what's
Awesome
up?
marketing. I love that.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to start that. This is my third year. I took over for my master and mentor up in the same area. He retired, and so I got my master's electrician's license and opened it with a buddy. He decided he didn't want to do it after about a year, so it's been
the only
2
ship
years.
that doesn't sell is a partnership.
Yeah, we learned early at least. So and so 2 years running on my own. It's been good. Yeah, stayed consistently busy. I work just with the same clients and people that I did with the previous outfit. They just kept me on, and
That's awesome. Yeah.
it's been good.
Yeah. So what's up?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'd like to answer the phone. What's up? This is Josh.
So that's not your company?
That is my
It
company.
is your
Yeah,
company.
just
Okay.
sole guy. Yeah. just
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
solopreneur.
owner
Yeah.
operator.
All right.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
See, our slang was so much cooler than today. Like slay. Someone told me one of my
Yes.
like, they're like, we're gonna slay it, and I'm like, you're gonna murder it? Like what? And they're like, no, we're gonna slay. And I'm like, I have the youngest producer I'm working with ever, I guess. I was like, I don't know what that means.
And what's that one saying now that you don't want to be left out? You have
the
card.
FOMO or YOLO.
Yeah, the YOLO.
No,
yeah,
YOLO is
YOLO.
What's the YOLO mean?
No, YOLO is old. YOLO is what is
Yeah.
it?
You only live
once.
You
Yeah.
only live
Oh.
once. No, but what was the other one, Josh?
The FOMO, fear of missing out.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's the
FOMO.
new one.
That's the other one
FOMO.
I hear all the time.
Oh, that's
I'm
not
getting
new.
so
That's
not
been
new.
around a
Well,
long
it's new to me. I don't know about that.
My
Like, just
ex-wife
get out
was
there.
all over that.
Really?
Oh, she still. Yeah. It's a thing. I mean, it's a psychological thing. People that are fear.
Well, no, I know that, but
Yeah.
the saying FOMO.
The saying's been around a
It's
long
been
time
out
too.
a long time?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Slang has not. Okay.
Slay's been out a long time. We used to use slay when I was your age.
That was a good thing? Like
Yes,
you slay
it
a
was
dragon.
the
You're
slay.
gonna slay.
You know
I'm
when you
gonna
play
slay
Dungeons
this
and Dragons,
bitch.
you slay a
Kill it.
dragon.
Yeah, you're
Yes.
gonna kill it.
Yeah.
You slay the
But
dragon.
if you're gonna slay business, that means you're gonna kick some butt. You're gonna win.
Yeah. Like you, Courtney, what you're doing in your
Yeah. Tell us how you're slaying.
Yeah, tell
Yeah.
us. How are you
Ask the
slaying it?
question. What would you like to
How are you
know?
slaying it in the insurance industry?
So, I don't understand what you're just talk. I'm new to this, so like, can we direct the question a little?
Yeah, so tell us what you do in the insurance
Okay.
industry.
Okay, thank you guys for being so patient. So, Outlaw Outreach Partners is less about being an insurance agency and more about a mindset and movement. Throughout my almost eight years, I don't know, of insurance, I've dealt with the auto, the home, the life, the health.
As
And
a
I-
broker?
No, I worked at State Farm for a little bit, and then I worked as a sole proprietor, and I still am that as well.
Okay.
But what I noticed is people would run into declines, and that would be the end of it.
Define declines.
Yes.
So a decline is when you can't get approved for an insurance product.
Oh.
And I specialize particularly in the life insurance industry, right?
Oh.
And so that's already a topic that is sensitive to some people. And so I realized as I ran into declines, I ran into insurance, because I believe every insurance, life insurance product, every policy was created for a purpose. That's why it was invented. If something happened, there was a gap, and it was filled. But I think there was a gap where we as insurance advisors forgot how to just find out what's going on in people's lives. And instead of saying, do you need this? Being like, hey, so this gap I see right here, let's just kind of talk about what currently that looks like if something were to happen yesterday, not today, because today's too, yesterday's too late. And so from there, I realized, that we can cover declines, and then we're not running into people walking out and not knowing what to do. And so I go into agents and I help them cover their declines and keep their clients theirs. Right? And that's where that trust and community piece comes in, because what I want to do is let them know that, like, when they send out stuff for declines and things like that you can trust us, because it's a movement, and what we're trying to do is just help you blanket your coverage.
Yes.
So I sit down with insurance agents and I go, okay, this is what you can do in coverage, this is what I can do in coverage, where are the gaps? So that way when a client walks in, you have no gaps, because it's not about can you help the client with your specific product. It's about if that client walks in, you can help them, period. Because even if I can't physically help them, I've got someone that I've vetted and I've trusted, so therefore I still helped them.
That's cool.
I might not have made the income right as a business owner, but I just helped that client, and in the end, that's what it's about. And so it is a movement in itself.
Yes, I love that.
Right
Good
on.
for you.
Yeah, what is it called again?
Outlaw Outreach Partners, and it's partners because I'm not bringing on agents, I'm bringing on partners that want to grow and do the same thing. And it's not just insurance partners. It's like having an insurance advisor have 3 electricians, 3 realtors, 3 this, so that way when they're meeting with someone, it's not just one personality, because not everybody matches up with everybody.
Right.
And so having that book of coverage, in a sense, where you can go, okay, I work with these electricians, and this one has this personality, so we're going to go here. And know that it's not a guaranteed close, but that it's a good connection in itself.
All right, well, thank you. Thank you very much. So hopefully What's Up is on your list.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
What's up?
I love it. It just reminds me of Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
And like NSYNC. I want that way. Sorry.
Love it. Yeah.
We should throw a 90s party
Yeah,
Totally.
that'd be fun.
and do the photo booth. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you gotta have the photo booth. You can't do it without it.
So, when we have this much fun, time kind of starts to fly by on us,
It does.
right? And it does. One thing that we always want to ask our people that come in to visit us, because our end goal is to infuse hope and encouragement into our community through this show. So, young lady, what would you tell our audience about something hopeful and encouraging from you?
I have something great. I know that starting a company or doing anything big, really, you have to start somewhere and you have to follow through. There is just don't give up. That's what I'm saying, basically. You just keep going and going and going after you start. And if you push through, good things will happen.
Yes, good things will happen, won't they?
Yeah, they do.
Indeed.
And how can they reach you?
They can reach me at www.mirawall, spelled MIRAWALL, photobooth.rentals.com.
There we go, photobooth.rentals.com, and Christi Sherman. So make sure you reach out there. What a very, very, very compelling business that you have. Same thing, Judge. What do you have to say encouraging for our folks?
Oh man, yeah. Just kind of tag on to her thing. Like, we've started multiple businesses, and that is the one thing. You just try for consistency. Just put in your 100% every day, and you just can't have that quit button. Right?
No quit button.
No quit button.
No easy button either.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Right? If it's easy, it's probably wrong.
Yeah.
It's those rapids, right? You're already in it. Might as well go. Like you've been getting out.
You gotta ride it out.
Either wrong or illegal.
Take it to the end.
Right?
And how can we reach you for what's up?
For What's Up, I have a website as well. It's What's Up Electric, so WATTZ LizElectric.com. You get there and get all the info.
And do you go outside of the Cripple Creek area for people that need your?
Yeah, I try to hang up around the mountain. So, Woodland Park, Divide, Florissant, Lake George, Guffey. I even do some stuff out in like South Park, So I like traveling that way.
You mean the TV show?
Yes.
Right,
TV
exactly.
show.
There's a South Park, Colorado.
There is.
There
It's a very small town.
Oh.
That's where South Park comes from.
Yes.
Is it really?
Yeah.
does.
That's why they bought Casa Bonita.
That's where it came from.
Yeah.
That's why they own Casa Bonita now.
My aunt actually, one of the creators, he worked in the Wiener hut up there, the weenie hut.
Yeah.
And she remembered seeing him in there, like.
Why are you laughing so hard?
She likes the weenie hut.
Famous weenie hut up there.
Right? Oh, God.
You can cuss now.
No, I actually have no desire to.
Exactly.
I know.
Oh my! I'm never asking you anything again, Lisa.
Me?
I'm blushing.
Yeah,
You just
wow,
can't tell.
It's like,
It's a thing on the show, I know.
wow, that's why you're on this side, right?
Yes,
Right.
yes, that's exactly what I'm doing over there.
And she spends most of the show with this color.
Yes, I
So, Courtney, same question. Infuse some hope and encouragement to our audience.
So I would say that as an entrepreneur, right, like things are gonna happen. If you think it's just gonna be super easy, it's not. And it's not worth it if it is. How do you appreciate it? So I would say really look at your values. So it used to be extremely difficult when things would occur that would be roadblocks. Because, right, when you're trying to create a smooth path and you try to smooth out a rug, you're gonna smooth out some ripples. And they even get more aggressive if you think about it when you're vacuuming a rug, like they jerk before it smooths out. And so if you have your values, then it doesn't matter. So I'd like to give a 2-minute example. The other day I went to see a client about a policy. I drove in their parking lot and I got a flat tire with a nail. So I have two choices, right? I can victimize, why me, poor, boo, boo, boo. But the thing is, I'm already there. I was there to book an appointment. So I'm like, well, it's not gonna change, because my value was to make sure that client and I had a conversation to see if there were gaps, especially as a business owner. So I go in there and I book that appointment. I drive to the nearest tire shop. And of course, like, again, I'm sitting there and I'm going, I need to get to this meeting. And because I'm open to conversation, I actually booked 2 more insurance for conversations on life analysis, that conversation at the tire shop. This lady was like, my best friend does life insurance and she won't meet with people that she knows. And I was like, that's common, actually. And she's like, can you meet with me? So I out of one horrible situation, because I kept saying it's not about closing. It's not about any of that. It's about getting in front of people and protecting. So then everybody, right? Because I want to talk to everybody. I want to know their situation to see. And so just keep your values. If you know your values, then nothing is going to deter you, because in the end, it's the value that guides it.
Right on. I like that, Courtney.
Yeah,
that was really neat.
Thank you.
Yes, how did they reach you?
Oh, yes, Frank. You're going to get on to me again. So I got a cell phone and an email address because I am big on in-person versus social media. So I have a phone number somewhere. Courtney.
I have your number.
Thank you.
Are
It's
you
a
wanting
new
to
number.
give your phone number?
No.
We're not giving your phone.
Takes a while to
Okay.
remember this.
Well,
We
like,
can't
what
get-
do you do? Because that's my business
Give your
number.
email
too.
number.
Okay.
Or email address.
It's going to be Courtney, COURTNEYOOP legacy @gmail.com.
At gmail.com.
Perfect.
So Courtney OOP legacy @gmail.com.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I am working on a website and a Facebook page.
Right on.
Wow.
Yeah, and I ordered a business card, the Dot. I know.
Nice.
But Frank's been trying to get me to do that for like
Very
2
good.
years now.
Yes.
You know I'm dedicated to your success.
Yes.
I know, and I
Yes.
We got your back.
You know, I really love that about Colorado Springs is
Yes.
it's so supportive and they're
Yes.
non-judgmental. It's whatever situation you're in, you're like, oh, I get it, you're an entrepreneur. Let's keep going.
Yes.
And they
that's
don't
right.
they don't enable you,
No.
right?
No.
Like you're like, okay, I understand. What are we gonna do?
Yes.
So it's
exactly.
beautiful.
Yeah, awesome.
Well, we're happy to see you
Thank
in
you.
community. So yes.
Yes.
I was excited. You made my whole week last week seeing you.
I know you
3
didn't
days
believe
in
me
a
the
row.
first two.
Yeah.
She's like, whatever. And then third one, she's like, oh my gosh, she's for real.
And it's a new week.
Get it.
Yeah.
So we'll see
Yeah.
you tomorrow at VetNet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, she had kind of slithered out of the community for a while, and then
Yeah.
she's back,
Yes.
and we're so glad to see you
Yes.
back.
Yes.
You know, yeah, you're just a ball of energy and sunshine. So
Now we need Christy
Yeah.
out with us.
yeah,
Yes, I'm
yeah.
going. For coming.
Yes.
You're coming
Yeah.
tomorrow to Betna?
Am I invited?
Yes.
Then
yes.
I'm speaker. Yes. Just wanted to
Honestly, just like bring your mirror and set it up and just let people walk by.
That's a lot of muscle
Yeah.
work.
That's
It
right.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll bring him along.
Oh, she's like, yeah.
No, you gotta get set up to present, and then you can do that.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Lisa,
All right.
this was fun.
This, as we close out already, oh my goodness. So, as a reminder, if you are wanting to get your business out there, we do have a reach of up to 45,000 people a week and growing. Visit our website at beencouraged.net to become a sponsor or request an on-site visit with this awesome guy, Frank Sinclair, and me, Lisa Sinnott.
Amazing.
And get your business name out there to our growing audience. And we will see all of y'all in just a few moments for our noon show. And thank you all again for coming
Thank
on.
you,
Thank you
guys.
so
guys
much
are
for
Really
having
amazing.
us.
appreciate
This
it.
was fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is so
Indeed.
fun.
Yeah, stay incredible.
Yes.
Oh, you guys
Yeah,
too.
you might as well, right?
Right.
No choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll be right back. It's Motivation Monday, and this is the Be Encouraged show with Frank and Lisa.
Bye, guys. Have a beautiful week.
Hope to hear
So we're very excited to announce that the Be Encouraged show with Frank and Lisa is now reaching over 30,000 listeners each week and growing.
And growing.
Why should
From my dad's 40-year grind as an immigrant mechanic to personal traumas such as my mom's suicide attempts, I know life's hurdles. That's why Crescio's mission is to empower the underprivileged right here in Colorado Springs. Are you struggling with sales? We'll help with leads and conversions. Or are you overwhelmed? We'll help with automating your tasks and optimizing your business for staffing. Are you ready to transform? Scan today to start.
So we're very excited to announce that the Be Encouraged show with Frank and Lisa is now reaching over 30,000 listeners each week and growing.
And growing.
Why should
From my dad's 40-year grind as an immigrant mechanic to personal traumas such as my mom's suicide attempts. I know life's hurdles. That's why Crestio's mission is to empower the underprivileged right here in Colorado Springs. Are you struggling with sales? We'll help with leads and conversions. Or are you overwhelmed? We'll help with automating your tasks and optimizing your business for staffing. Are you ready to transform? Scan today to start.
So we're very excited to announce that the Be Encouraged show with Frank and Lisa is now reaching over 30,000 listeners each week and growing.
And growing.
Why
From my dad's 40-year grind as an immigrant mechanic to personal traumas such as my mom's suicide attempts, I know life's hurdles. That's why Crestio's mission is to empower the underprivileged right here in Colorado Springs. Are you struggling with sales? We'll help with leads and conversions. Or are you overwhelmed? We'll help with automating your tasks and optimizing your business for staffing. Are you ready to transform? Scan today to start.
So we're very excited to announce that the Be Encouraged show with Frank and Lisa is now reaching over 30,000 listeners each week and growing.
And grow.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Be Encouraged show with Frank and Lisa.
I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm laughing.
I know. He's had a lot of caffeine today.
I have. And it's been amazing when you do these type things, Lisa, right?
Mhm.
That you caffeine up.
Yes. Oh, totally.
Right?
Yeah. Well, I had
Yeah.
kombucha personally before the show.
Yeah, it's like you the kombucha.
Yeah.
Yeah, kombucha tea.
Kombucha. No, I'm now have my tea, but kombucha's different.
Okay.
Which you like kombucha.
I do.
It's
I
very
do
healthy
like-
for you,
It's
right?
very
I
good.
don't
Yes.
drink it for that reason because I gotta taste good.
It does taste good.
That's why I
You
drink it.
need to try the Wild Goose one. They have
Really?
it's the raspberry lemonade. This is a free shout out for Wild Goose. I
Wild
don't know
Goose?
why I'm doing that.
I don't even.
But they brew their own.
Wild Goose, we
kombucha.
need a sponsor.
Yeah, Wild Goose.
Just saying,
Let's
go to
Mayor
beencouraged.net.
Yummy. I am part of his fellows.
There you go.
thing.
There you
I
go.
should mention that when
You
I
got
see
an
him
in,
tomorrow.
yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna see him tomorrow downtown. So.
Yeah, well, this is Motivation Monday. This is the Be Encouraged show with Frank and Lisa. Hour number 2.
Yes.
Lisa, we had so much fun in hour 1, didn't we?
We did,
Oh my,
yes.
those people were incredible. They have set a bar for you guys
Yeah.
in show number
So,
2.
get
I'm
ready.
telling you, man.
All right.
Yeah, Matt.
No pressure.
That's right.
No pressure.
They opened their drinks.
Open it up.
Open
Open it up.
Open theirs too.
Yeah. Ooh, this is no joke here.
Yeah.
I'm talking, yes.
Like anteing up with their club sodas.
So why don't you introduce these folks to us?
All right. Well, first we got the Power Ziegler couple here.
Yeah.
You got to start with them because they are signed up to be our panel hosts. So thank you for doing that.
Thank you for doing this last minute for us as well. I mean, we knew you were going to come on, but didn't you have to ask them to kind of come in
Yeah.
quicker?
Yes, I
You
had to
guys-
move them. I had
Yeah,
to play.
you rock.
Yes.
Thank you.
And they were last minute as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
Last minute.
They were told like 17 minutes
They
ago.
were bowling
Get over here.
Downtown now. Pretty much. So this is Matt and Liz Ziegler. They are CIA trained chefs.
What does that mean?
Not only can we cook, we're spies as well.
And
Undercover food.
Yes. And they met in 1985. They worked in food service while building a rental business. Since 2004, they've been assisting people in real estate transitioning to full-time in 2023. They love stress-free transactions and collaborating on projects.
There is such a thing as a
Stress-free
stress-free transaction. There is?
It really is. When you can put something together where both parties do well and understand the process, you don't rush through it. It really can be a stress-free transaction.
Nice. I love that concept.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. And to my left here, the well, let's see, Tyler Deering,
Dear.
Rico Desclouet.
Décloué, yeah.
Okay.
French.
Yeah.
They do that.
J'habitais en France. Tu parles français, toi?
Nope.
Oh, okay. There's that. He said no.
My last name is Scottish, by the way. You know, you never will hear that kind of, because how many black Scots are there, really?
Right.
I mean, I don't think there's any originally. So, so you know what happened, right? Just saying.
Put it
Okay,
out.
let me introduce our guests real quick, and then we're gonna do this thing. Woo! All right. So, Twin Flames is the company.
Yes.
Twin Flames is a holistic and
Whoa. What's that word?
okay, this is a phonics word situation. Ayurvedic business dedicated to promoting mental health and sustainable living through the power of mushrooms, which are now legal.
You get kind of excited about mushrooms.
I know.
Yeah, you throw down a few before you came
Girl,
on.
I'm excited.
I don't know.
I would not confirm nor deny.
Oh my goodness. I will get to this introduction, everybody. Okay, so they offer peer mushroom coaching?
Peer coaching.
She threw mushroom.
I know, I couldn't help it. Peer coaching, education, and resources to help individuals cultivate mental well-being and grow their own food and medicine.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah,
Amen.
there's no lab thrown into that.
Yes, well done.
Oh my,
Thank
that's
you.
so needed. Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. Wow, Lisa.
Is this a woo-woo show or no?
This a little woo-woo.
Little
You
woo-woo.
can feel a little woo-woo going on.
There was just an article in the business section of the paper on Sunday about how the psychedelic mushrooms and other items like that are becoming big business, and how now big biotech companies are getting involved in that as rules have changed, much like the cannabis industry evolved.
Oh, yeah,
And so these guys are really on the cutting edge
it's a big deal.
of a very beneficial
Big time.
therapeutic product, is what we thought of as party drugs, right?
Yes.
And now they're
Yes, we did.
But now they have Lions Day.
We're responsible, okay?
Yeah.
We
So,
were not responsible back in the day. I'm just saying, right?
but there was no quality check back then. Like you would just eat this dry looking.
There was a quality check.
Was there? How do you
How
Take
blitzed
it if
you
you
got.
find out.
it was 2 hours later.
So I have a question. We're gonna start with them. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay. Usually we start with our panel host, but I'm just like
All right, I'm
burning
leaving.
with the question.
How dare you start with them first?
I am burning with a question. So are you guys using the lion's mane? Are you growing the lion's mane? What's happening with that?
Yeah, we are using the lion's mane. Matter of fact, I just, that was the mushroom that I ingested before I came into here. It's in extract form, 10-to-1 extract. And yeah, we are also growing lion's mane.
Well, how do you know about lion's mane?
It's very healthy for different levels of use, right? And
Yes.
purity, and there's a lot of trash out there too. So do you want to talk about that on that level? Because there's quality control with all that, right?
Definitely, there is quality control with that. We have found that if you can successfully grow a mushroom, that your quality controls are in check. So it's hard to grow a mushroom and have it be successful with all the different spores and things floating around in the air.
Mm-hmm.
You really have to work with the mushroom, and you guys are a team. You're wanting to get it to be able to fruit. So there's a lot of things that you have to help assist with when it comes to that, and we have the tools to be able to do that. One of those tools are laminar flow hoods and that have HEPA filters in it that screen the air and cleanse it for you to be able to work in aseptic conditions, to where you give the mycelium, that is the fungi, the fungus, the best chance to be able to grow.
Interesting. He's not.
Is he speechless?
He's speechless. I know. Wasn't that cute?
And
That's a rare thing. Well done.
And just a little bit on the lion's mane mushroom, as far as its health benefits, it helps with neurogenesis and
Which
your neural
is?
pathways. So your brain, when you think of a person with Parkinson's or dementia, and their neurological functions are declining, and they don't really have anything from their body or their brain to help them to regenerate, to keep their memory afloat, the lion's mane comes in and helps with that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And what is that word? Say it again. The A-Y.
Ayurvedic.
What does that mean?
That's more of a herbal type and herbal and I'm just saying herbal for the most part.
It's an Eastern practice from India and places like that. We have teamed up with another group that is a part of ours, and they really specialize in that. So that's not Twin Flames. is more mushroom, and the Ayurvedic practices is Ayurvedic homestead. Our partners.
So for people to be, we will get to you guys. I
I
promise.
know.
Yeah, okay, yeah. You're good.
1 hour.
That's what you get for bringing.
Interesting.
I didn't want to say that because it may have made you look not interesting.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you're very
This
interesting.
is just the grand opening.
Yes, yes. They're setting the stage.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, but what I find sometimes, Ty, we call you that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Ty, is that when you use words like that, you're limiting your audience because who knows that word unless you're in that industry, unless you are following, unless you're really close and to what's happening in that specific. Are you following? Do you find that may be a little limiting word?
It could be, but we
Yes.
do also like to educate. Although you may not know now, it is time for you to learn.
Oh,
We definitely, like we said, want to put the power back into your hands as a person on how best to heal yourselves using herbs and mushrooms. And that's kind of what we like to do is just spread that education.
yeah.
But it is very limiting. I do
Yeah, it
agree.
is a limiting word. But like you said, on the other hand, if someone sees it, they're going to typically ask, what does that mean? Right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Fair
Curiosity.
enough. Okay, yeah. Okay, Lisa.
Uh-oh, they're turning our way.
Talk.
Hi.
Hi.
So y'all met in '85.
What were you like?
both in the same city? Were you raised in the same city and then you met later as adults, or what is that?
We met when we were in school at the infamous CIA, which is the Culinary Institute of America.
Oh,
Same acronym, but different.
Where
now it
at?
makes sense now.
Another, yeah.
And where's that at?
It's in Hyde Park, New York,
Oh,
up in the Hudson River Valley.
Yes.
okay.
Liz is from the Boston area, and I'm from New York, just about 30 miles south of where that school was. We were both aspiring chefs, and we met there at school, came to Colorado to work in a resort up in the mountains, fell in love with the mountains, and fell in love with each other. We've been married for 35 years this year.
Oh, congratulations.
Look at you.
That's
It's
huge.
a testament to
That
her
is.
patience.
Well, yes.
Well, we weren't going to go there, but we
I'm
kind
sure
of
it's a two-way street.
assumed that.
It is, it definitely
But
is.
much more her patience.
Much more. Much more.
As my wife would say the same thing. Much more her patience, without a doubt.
We came to Colorado after school, and then we bounced around a little bit at various resort destinations around the country. We lived and worked in Hawaii for a while, in South Carolina for a while, and in the mountains here in Colorado. But we found that in those resort communities, folks were really focused on the party lifestyle. And they were coming in on Wednesday, leaving on Sunday. For a young couple trying to make our way in the world and our careers, that wasn't the most healthiest environment. We came to Colorado Springs.
Did you get into the party life?
Well, I won't say
As a
mushrooms.
young
We bring friends who do mushrooms.
Twin Flames was not supplying them at the time.
Not back then.
They
No
brought-
quality. I mean, oops.
No, it's quite all right.
Well, the true answer there is that in the food service industry, in the hospitality industry, it's very much a party,
It is.
which is wonderful for a certain stage of life.
Yeah.
When we came to Colorado Springs, we found a place that had good quality hotels and resorts to work at, and a softball team, and people who were just community. We really found a community here, and we moved here in '87. Bought our first house in '89, got married, and started having, raising a family.
How many children you got?
We have 2 children and 2 grandchildren.
Right on.
And they live in Castle Rock, so we're very pleased about that.
That's
all.
perfectly far enough away.
The grandchildren.
They're close
Yes,
enough,
yeah.
you can see them far enough away, they can't just drop them off.
Yes.
Amen.
Yeah, he's like, exactly.
That was my plan.
That's like,
I love that. So, Liz, you guys have been on quite a journey together.
absolutely.
Quite a journey, right? First of all, applaud you. 35 years is an incredible milestone.
Thank you.
It really is. And hope people looking at this, it can be done. Yes, it can be done. So what happened that flipped you are both obviously have a love for cooking
Oh,
and the culinary space. What changed, or maybe not changed, or what made you look into this house stuff that you're doing?
we had been in the food service industry for, all of our lives, really. We were chefs. At the time, we were having children and realized that to be a chef and have to work nights, weekends, holidays, and have children wasn't gonna be, a good fit. And we both looked into sales at that point, as a way to have a better life with children. And so we did. And Matt actually went and taught over at Pikes Peak Community College in their culinary department.
Oh.
And
Cool.
I was a teacher. It's a scary thought.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we really were blessed because we met a lot of folks throughout our course of our careers who would mentor us or who would teach us. And we read a bunch and we try and listen to things before podcasts were even a thing, right? In around 2004 or so, we were encouraged by the Rich Dad, Poor Dad book, which many folks have read.
Yes, yep.
And I think really helps you understand how important financial education is. Like Ty was talking about before, how educating folks is really a passion. We feel as if it's our duty to share with other people, especially young people, how the game of money can be played. Because it's not taught in schools for the most part.
Right.
So I'm kind of going down the bunny hole here, but in 2004 we bought our first rental property. We paid too much. We had a lot of experiences we learned through in the process. We went to District 11 to their night classes, adult education to learn about property management. We've taken numerous classes since then and keep trying to learn new stuff from people who are really doing it, not just gurus who want to sell you a program or a video, but folks who are doing this. And when we met Rico and Ty, we actually had found a joint mentor who was teaching us entrepreneurship. And we folks on real estate, but he was a guy who had actually done things. It wasn't just selling a book. So we've tried to emulate that when we can. And so we went from cooking to raising babies to going into sales for a while. And then for the last 20 years, we had day jobs full time.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
building a rental
while
property.
we were building our real estate business, so
That was smart.
Yeah.
we played it safe. We had a part of our lives where we went down a bunny hole, I guess, with a business that didn't work out.
Yeah.
And we kind of got in a rut. And so we played it safe. And looking back, we kind of wish we hadn't played it safe, that we got back on our feet and figured out what our next business would be, instead of just staying in the day jobs and doing this part-time. So looking back,
Yeah, hindsight's always 20.
always,
Yeah.
but learned a lot along the way. We're in our 20th year of business.
How cool is
And we
that?
were able to, as those who've been in Colorado Springs for a long time, know the boom and bust cycle of this town. When we first moved here, it was during the S&L crisis, when we were labeled as Colorado Springs was the foreclosure capital of the country,
Yes, I
according to
remember.
Forbes magazine,
Absolutely.
1987,
Yeah.
88.
Yeah.
So we've ridden it through.
17% interest rates. Yeah, and that was the norm.
And people think they're high now, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm curious, do you guys
Yeah.
still love to cook together? Is that a thing? What's your favorite go-to dish together that you cook?
Oh, together?
Yeah.
We actually don't do a lot of cooking together.
Oh, really?
Sometimes we do, but it's the way we have it worked out for I don't know how many years.
Yeah.
Maybe all the time we've been together. Whoever cooks, the other person cleans up. So we're not really cooking together. But recently we did make pasta. I made pasta and he made the meatballs and the sauce, and that was a pretty amazing meal.
Awesome.
Yeah.
John and I do that all the time. We love to cook together, and I clean the dishes better than him. So I'm like, let me.
I gotta learn from
I'm sure he doesn't argue.
No, he doesn't. He's like, no, he'll load the dishwasher and all.
Just so you
Let me
guys,
do the pots and pans.
and just so you guys know, Lisa and I are available for taste testing.
Yes.
Okay.
We can come to a spotlight visit, and y'all can
Oh,
hear us instead of taking us
Okay.
out to lunch.
We'll sign you up.
Okay, I'm gluten free though. but-
You're gluten free.
Yeah.
Okay.
Funny you should
We
mention
can
that.
adjust.
We just started actually a week ago or so. We had our first cocktail party that we hosted as a way to meet interesting people and make new friends. And so,
you guys,
if you guys are interested in something like that, we can
we'd
certainly
love to
invite us.
Well, to check and see if we have an opening or not. But we'll,
Oh my God!
these guys came to our first one. We had our very first one, and they came, and it's,
Let me see if we got an opening for the second part of this show.
Yeah. Did you bring the shakers? You should have told me. You should have pre-planned this show.
hindsight.
Yes.
the last show that we were asked to attend, they told us in advance we brought snacks for. On a short notice, we couldn't bring lunch.
Oh,
They
yeah.
told you to bring snacks for
I'm
us?
teasing.
I'm like, we're always starved on this show. Our show's from 11 to 1.
Yeah.
So I leave this place
Yeah.
hungry.
I know. I've had to
Yeah.
carry over my shoulder a couple of times.
Oh my gosh. You're not going to believe you don't say stuff like that. Not true.
Cooking is fantastic. Also, we were vegan. We went vegan for a year.
Yeah.
Give that a shot. Try it out.
Sorry.
Yeah, I know.
I'm such a carnivore.
It was rough. It was rough.
Oh my god.
It was rough.
Where's
We
the
get to their
beef,
house
baby?
and they have venison burgers
Oh,
and
yeah.
some goat milk or
Appetizer
goat
with
cheese.
bacon.
Oh, And yeah.
We didn't know they were vegan. No.
Oh, no. Is that when you quit?
That's when we quit.
You got converted.
It was
Yes.
over.
Yeah,
If you ever invite anyone else and they end up being vegan, Lisa and I'll be a standby.
Yes.
We can't eat on short notice.
Yes.
Good to know. Good to know.
And if it's not all gluten free, I'm fine just grazing the meat part. Yeah, I'm all about the meats. Meat and cheese.
I don't do cheese, lactose intolerant, but yeah.
Oh my gosh. Never mind, you guys are.
I
They went off their vegan thing, and now we think.
I may have to go off my cheese thing. It's
Can't
like,
you take
yeah,
a pill
man.
for that? For the
It
lactose
doesn't
stuff?
work.
No,
Yeah.
it doesn't?
Yeah,
Oh,
when I
okay.
first found out, it seemed to work a little bit, but
Not anymore.
you know, I would suffer for good food. Though.
Yeah.
Really
Keep
good
us on your
food.
list.
I would
Temporary,
suffer.
yeah.
We'd love to have you guys.
It is temporary.
Oh no.
What?
Well, now that I'm gluten free, that temporary is not okay. Like,
Yeah, seriously.
oh my gosh, because once you get that out of your system, gluten is very bad for you. Yeah. Okay, moving on. Sorry.
Hi. This show was really not about food, but
I love
you know,
food.
Hey, they're
Yeah.
culinary. They're
Yes,
culinary.
Yeah.
that is about the show.
Everything's
It's
happening.
happened.
It's about
They've done that predominantly their whole relationship together. It's the show.
Yeah.
He knows I love to weave in good food and drinks.
and dance.
All of it. And dance.
And
I just love to
not
have fun.
necessarily in that order.
Yes.
Yeah, she's a wild child.
Rico.
But anyway.
Wait. I have a question for Rico. Rico,
Yes.
where'd you get the name? What's your background?
So I got the name from my sisters. Actually, they call me Rico, and my background is, well, I'm definitely a family man. I'm a mama's boy. I love my mom. So a lot of where I ended up now, where I am now, is because of that love for my mom and my family. So my sisters call me Rico, and I love them dearly. So
What's your real name?
Patrick.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So is that like a Rico Suave?
It is.
I thought so.
I know
By
you
the
can tell.
twinkle in his eye when he was talking about it. The listeners can't see it, but I figured it out.
It's there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's there. Yeah, and I'm sure you're very appreciative of that tie.
Yes.
Right. So, Twin Flames. Why did you name it Twin Flames, first of all? And give us a little bit of background on how you even got into this space. This is not the common space for humans to land, right? So,
Yeah. Just to touch up on the mama's boy thing. I
Yeah.
gotta clear that up real quick. So a few people in our family, including my mother, they were diagnosed with terminal illness, and when I first found out, you know, she's looking me in the face and she's letting me know what's going on. I didn't cry. I didn't shake. I didn't waver. I knew that I was going to find and heal this woman that has protected me and aided me in my success my entire life. So that led me on a path, let me tell you, because a lot of the things that I was looking for weren't available, didn't know anything about it, there was no education on it, and some of the things were just downright illegal. So
Are you talking cancer or what was her?
Yeah, it's a autoimmune deficiency. So, in that category, and yeah, so that just led me on a journey to finding health for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, as always, we talk about each and every week, if you dig deep enough, long enough, pain always creates purpose. Right? And there's always some pain points that lead to the opportunity of doing something, of finding why we're here and what was the purpose of us being here and leaning into our design. Right?
Right.
Yeah, I'm sorry, your mom's still around?
She is.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
She is.
Yeah.
She actually she helps us out quite a bit with Twin Flames. She has her own company called Inheal.
Huh?
Yeah.
Inheal.
Inheal.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Like HEEL?
Yeah. The letter N.
I like it.
Apostrophe or HEAL.
AL.
It's a play on cannabis. She uses a lot of cannabis in her products, and instead of inhale, and ingest it, and she
Oh, that's that word. Yeah, indeed. So, Twin Flames, what's the origin of that?
I've known him since I was a little kid.
Have you
Very
really?
young, yeah, and people swear we followed each other because we grew up and talk stories about where we grew up, parks we played at, apartments we lived in, and we were always like next door to each other. And as we grew up and he began this journey looking to heal his mom, I was interested, wanted to know all about it, and so I supported him, learned as much as I possibly could, was there supporting his mom as well. And we recently learned, I can't remember what book we were reading or what we were watching, but we learned that the female part of the person is what is their subconscious. And when they go to sleep and they go to heaven, that is when they start to bring to life their dreams and their goals. So I believe I am his female version of him, that when he, puts out his desires and his dreams, I am helping him in that part of his journey.
Oh my.
So that is the twin flame.
That's deep.
Wow, that is deep.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's really deep. So give us a little bit of, I know you guys have been together and I see the supportive role, and it seems to have become a passion for you as well along the way. What's your background?
Okay, I need to write it all down. I've got a long list.
Wow. You don't look old enough to have all this stuff.
Well, I'm the third oldest of 16 children. We were in a blended family, but my mom raised all of us once my stepdad passed away. So when
Third
that
of 16.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So when that happened, my passion, I just really wanted to learn. I went to school to learn as much as I can. So I graduated high school with my associate's degree and 2 certs.
Well done.
And I just kept going from there. So I've been in network marketing. I worked for, retail stores, but the true core in me is an entrepreneur. So we began opening up we've been together for a long time, so a lot of our story is similar. Then we opened up a car business and started running that business, and then now we have Hallelujah, which is our junk hauling business. So we've
done a lot of stuff together. How close are you to your siblings?
Very close. Very close.
There's 15 of us. I'm number 2.
Oh wow. Our number 2 is, she likes to do her own thing. Our number 2. Yeah.
Where's number 1?
He's no longer with us.
My number 1 is no longer with us either.
Yeah.
My sister. Yeah, I'm the oldest of the clan now that's still surviving.
Yeah. You guys close?
Yeah, I mean, as close as we can be,
Ish.
given that we're not.
Married-
When we get
married-ish.
together, it's fun.
Yeah.
But they live in North Carolina, and that's where I'm from, and I've lived here for 40 years, here in Colorado Springs. So we've been apart for a very long time. So yeah, a lot of my siblings, they're so much younger than I am. I don't even know them. Really, I know them, but I don't
right.
know them,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, because we've never lived in the same spaces or regions. So yeah. So awesome. It's great to find someone finally that has more siblings than me. It's so rare.
Is this the first? Is this the first?
No, it's not the first. Well, I talked to a young lady, there were 20 of them.
Oh my.
From Louisiana.
Wow.
Yeah.
Talking Louisiana.
Yeah.
Of course. Well, they do that in the South.
If you're from Louisiana, we love you. There is no prejudice or anything against you in Louisiana.
I was just
I
talking
just thought I'd throw that on
there.
Have to cover for my partner occasionally.
Cover.
She has to like throw stuff out there.
Oh my gosh. So tell us about the education piece.
As far as what I've learned, or
what you guys do, because you had an education.
Oh yeah. So mushrooms are very, very detailed things.
Are
Not
they
everybody
still
knows about them.
stigmatized?
Say that again.
Are they still stigmatized?
Oh, of course.
Is there a lot of stigma around them? Okay.
Oh, of course. When you are put in a position to where the law allows you to begin to use something, but for the past 50, 60 years, if you have it in your possession or even talk about it, there's a problem.
Yeah.
It's hard to just flip that switch and say it's okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there is, and then not even just that part on the legality side of it, even just from the, if you eat that mushroom, you're going to die side of it, or it's a mold, or, just the misunderstanding or miseducation around them.
Yeah. Is that the primary product that you use when you're educating people about health?
Yes.
Is the mushroom?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Are there any other things that you use as well?
We do partner with a Ayurvedic practitioner. So when we like to combine the mushrooms and herbs. We do consultations.
Is that
with individuals.
marijuana when you say herbs? It's not basil and barley.
No, basil, barley, lemongrass.
I just want to be clear.
Ayurvedic is that's literally what you call it. That is what it is. And they are just all around herbs and plant medicine. So not just marijuana. I don't even think I've talked to an Ayurvedic person that speaks marijuana more than other herbs. But it is. It's a lot of different herbs, a blend of herbs.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, I don't know the space at all. That's why I'm asking these innocent questions.
I love the question.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what we want our audience to know as well. See, I try to reduce the amount of confusion as much as you can on a little show like this, right? Obviously, we'll get some contact information for you guys.
I brought you guys some little informationals on some of the mushrooms that we carry.
Oh. Is this mine or hers?
You guys are a team. You guys are a team. It's a team effort.
Since she asked, she was starting something.
Rico! Like, would he say anyone else? His sister's named in that for a reason.
That's right.
So you grew up, are you the only boy out of all the girls? Is that why they,
I'm the only boy.
Oh, good for you for surviving that. Girls are a hot mess.
And my older sister was crazy.
Yeah. Girls are a trip. I birthed 3 daughters, so I know.
And you're a trip.
I am a trip. They're all my favorite. Yes.
We'll throw that in for free. When your daughters didn't have any, what else could they have been?
Yeah.
Being your daughter.
That's right. Exactly right. But now I have a son through a blended family, and that's fun, watching a male situation happen.
Well, that's a trip, isn't it?
It is. Boys are easier.
Yeah.
Way easier.
Yeah, because there's a lot of prejudice involved. There's a lot of I let my son do things I wouldn't let my daughters do. And plus, I was not a good young man myself, so I was putting, I was projecting my flaws on any guy that they would see, right? So I didn't trust anyone, right?
Yeah.
So that was all part of my daughter's upbringing, 3 girls, myself, and 2 boys. And so, yeah, that was a part of it. And they used to hate it. Dad, you don't make Randy do this. Yeah, he didn't even come back home last night, right? I said, I know, I'm jacked up. I love you guys more than him.
Love you more than him.
I love you more than him.
Oh my gosh. You didn't say that, did you, Brent? Yeah.
Well,
Sure they wanted to.
Randy, I was just joking. Zieglers, Lisa and I had the opportunity to I had a chance to do one-on-one with you, 1-on-2.
I did it before he did it, though.
Oh, you met them
You
first?
Of course I
always.
did.
Oh, yeah.
I'm always, yes,
First.
usually. With 1-to-1s. Or 2-to-1, whatever.
That's the only place she's first.
Yes.
Let's just make that clear. Right?
He knows I slay that, right? Our prior show is all about slaying. I slay the 1-to-1.
You slay 1-on-1. I give you total props for that.
Thank you.
Without a doubt. Where were we?
I don't know. I got distracted.
Oh, yeah. So tell us, how the market is, it kind of goes all over the board. Where are we right now in the investment space and the things that you guys do? Is it good, bad, somewhere in between, or what's your call?
That's a very difficult question to answer because the market's neither good nor bad. Depends on how you react to it. It's like getting dealt a hand of cards. It's not the best hand that wins, it's how you play that hand of cards. And I think that the changes we've seen in the last several years, the pandemic enhanced craziness of hoarding things and incredible appreciation is not sustainable, obviously.
No, neither was 2% interest.
You mentioned back in the 80s when it was 17% interest. So the interest rate doesn't necessarily determine whether it's good or bad. So I don't have a pat answer for your question. I think that Colorado Springs is a wonderful market. It's a great place to raise a family. It's a great place to have a business. Colorado has been a great place for us to live. I will say that the legislative changes that are happening aren't necessarily favorable to small businesses.
Not at all.
So I don't get too political.
Yeah.
But I think it's important to be educated and to be active. We are active members of the Colorado Landlord Legislative Coalition, which is a lobbying group for independent landlords. And really what we've tried to do for years is really just be the kind of landlord that we wanted to have as tenants ourselves. The golden rule, treat folks the way you want to be treated. We've been blessed with some great teachers in our lives, a great partnership that we have. We've had folks that we were able to support through good quality housing for years. We currently have 12 families that rent from us. Some of them.
So you have 12 homes?
We have 9 properties.
9
but
properties.
12 units, because some of those
3
are
of them are
duplexes.
duplex units.
Duplex units, okay.
And the rest are single family.
Absolutely.
And we're not agents, we're not brokers, never been licensed. We're just entrepreneurs who are trying to help people and trying to provide stress-free when possible solutions to creative problems. And folks of every walk of life throws you curveballs, right? I mean, look at the last couple of years.
Knuckleballs.
So we try to find out from somebody, what's your situation? Is there something we can do to help you? Can we educate you? Can we share with you things we've done, we've been taught to help you help yourself? If we can't do that, is there a way to help you get to the next best place to be? And I think we've been extremely lucky to be in a beautiful surrounding, Colorado Springs. Colorado's a wonderful place to live. The single family market, I think, will always be a strong place for an investor.
Absolutely, yeah.
If you look around the studio here, all the number of apartments built in the last couple of years, that's going to be a huge influx of new units. How will that play out?
We don't know. Let's wait and see.
We're going to see.
Yes, we will. It's incredibly expensive down here to live, and there are cost prohibitive to a lot of people to be able to live downtown Colorado Springs. So we will see how that plays out. We just hope the best and hold on tight, right?
Well, yeah, and I think one of the things that you guys alluded to before is, trying to find a passion and then learn about it and then share that knowledge with other folks.
Yes.
We've been blessed to be able to help some young people. Our son most recently understand the process. He's bought his first rental property up in Boise, Idaho. And
That's another hot spot.
Yeah.
Boise.
And he's only 26 years old.
26 years old.
He just bought his first property.
That's
Yeah.
incredible.
That's
And
incredible.
one of the best things that happened out of that process, we were having a conversation about him with him, and he said, Dad, a couple years ago, you gave me a book, and I read it, and we almost fell out of our chairs.
Wow.
Did he read it? Did he actually read it? That's no joke.
And he said that book gave him some inspiration and some techniques. It was a book called The Richest Man in Babylon.
Yeah, I've read it.
In the 30s, I think it's not a new,
Not a
brand
new
new thing.
concept. It came out in the 80s, I believe, late 80s or something.
But again, it speaks to educating our young people about how money works. And unfortunately, our education system, I think, tries to teach folks how to go work for money, as opposed to teaching them how to make the money work for them. And so, we've been happy to share that with anyone who wants to listen.
Yeah.
And we don't have all the answers, but we've found a couple of ways that things work, and just are so gratified when we can help somebody else out and see that their life gets enhanced in a positive way.
Yeah.
Am I saying that the right way? You can see I'm the wallflower here.
Beautifully said.
That's perfect.
Yeah, 35 years of pure bliss going on with it. What we do here is because our show is about infusing hope and encouragement into community. We ask all of our people to tell people something encouraging and hopeful. What would you say to our audience in that vein?
Surround yourself with folks that believe in success and believe in you, even when you don't. And that will then rub off onto yourself and others.
Wow, that's beautifully said. Yeah. Would you do the same and also give people contact information for Twin Flames?
Yeah, this is a good one. If you are the smartest one in your circle, then you have to find another circle.
Yes, ma'am.
And the best way to find Twin Flames is at Instagram at Twin Flames Mycology. Or you can always contact us at 720-921-1324.
Indeed, I love you guys. And how did you describe your relationship?
Common law marriage.
Married-ish.
Married-ish.
Married-ish. Sorry.
Heard it first here.
Which means there's probably no divorces on
Yeah.
the line, right?
Well, you've been connected since kids, so.
She was my little sister's best friend at the time. They're not friends anymore.
Killing each other.
So yeah, she would follow me around, and I'm like, no.
How far apart are you guys?
3 years.
3 years.
3 years
Okay.
apart.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
That's
like
not-
you and John, right?
4 years apart.
4 years.
Yeah.
She's oldest.
Yes,
Just
I
thought
know.
I'd throw that in for free.
Thank you for pointing that out.
Liz,
Yes.
tell us something encouraging.
I was saying before, I really think, for entrepreneurs, if you start a business, and it doesn't go well, don't give up on your dreams. Find something else that works better and do that, but don't just go the safe route, because just working for somebody for years and years and years to play it safe, in my mind, doesn't get you where you want to go.
That's awesome.
And our youngest son invested in school, while he was going to school for entrepreneurship, invested in a business. It didn't go well. Now he's buying a rental property. And I said to him, I was like, this is so beautiful because that's what we didn't do. And what I wish we had done is get back up, find something else that we do together and do it. And he's doing it. And I just really, I feel strongly about that.
Yes.
You can reach us. We are at ZZ Properties on Instagram and on Facebook. And you can reach us at zzpropertiesco@gmail.com or 719-231-1814.
Indeed. I'll ask you a question. I hope this isn't too personal for you, but I've been sitting here wondering this the whole time. Are you Jewish?
Yes.
Huh.
There
I
is
did. Yeah. Well, a darker tint, right? Hair and other features. And that. Yeah.
Hair.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that made me think of that in Massachusetts. Put all those three things together, and that's what I came up with.
All right.
Yeah, I got it. Yes.
It's funny you bring that up, and my mom, who passed away a couple years ago, who was raised in Savannah, Georgia, from a very different part of time, was always amazed that our family has become so inclusive. My sister's married-ish with a fella who's a Mexican descent. I married a girl who's Jewish. My brother married his first wife was of a different religion. His second wife was black. Our kids have a mixed marriage. They've got 2 babies that are just beautiful. And my mom used to say, if your grandparents could see what's happening in this family, the amount of love and encouragement is wonderful, even with all these different crazy mixtures.
Yeah.
My encouragement thing for the day would tag team with Liz's. I think the key is finding something you're passionate about, and if you have a partner, make sure you go in the same direction. Don't fight each other. And it's not how many times you fall down; it's how many times you get up.
Back up.
And how fast you get up.
Bravo.
So true.
You know, you talk about your son. My son goes back every year at his alma mater and does an entrepreneurial class at his school.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. He's been in business since his 18th year in entrepreneurship this year. So, so proud of him. Yeah, and the work that he does. So, thank you guys for being with us. Are you going to read this or what?
I can. You want me to close it out?
You want to close it out?
I can close it out.
I'll close it out.
No,
I
close it out. I don't know what you're saying. They tell us what to say. They try to tell us what to say. Joshua's like, these 2 they're like the squirrely cats in a bag for him. Yeah.
He would want it no other way.
No,
Yeah.
he wouldn't. He would have let us go a long time ago. So before we wrap up, let's spotlight our sponsors, Crescio. Joshua Aguirre is passionate about uplifting the Southeast. When you partner with his company, you will learn how to automate your sales funnel using tools like ChatGPT. Visit Crescio.com to learn more. And of course, Miss Karen Butcher with Westco Insurance. She loves helping people save money and get the best service ever.
And she's my agent.
She's mine too.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a requirement for being a sponsor, though.
Yeah.
Just to let you know. Yeah.
Yeah. We're your agents.
We're your agents. Go to beencouraged.net and become a sponsor. You can get your business name out to our growing audience of 45,000 a week and growing. Our platinum sponsors have seen at least 80% return on investment. So like and follow us on Facebook and LinkedIn to join us on our journey. Actually on Instagram as well.
Yes.
We are now going worldwide with our mission to infuse encouragement and hope around the world. So if you all know anyone, that is an ask that we are looking for. Amazing people around the world. So if you want to introduce us, and we can do Instagram live interviews with them.
Yes.
And we're just helping people realize their potential through networking, collaboration, and community involvement.
That's what we do here.
Yes.
And we just celebrated our 1-year anniversary as a together doing this show
in January.
Yeah.
It's Friday is March 1st. Isn't that crazy?
Oh my!
Yeah, I know.
It is, isn't it? Yeah. But anyway, this is the Be Encouraged show with Frank and Lisa, motivating you on Monday with our show and our incredible guests that we get to talk to every Monday. Thank you for being a part of our show and uplift your business and uplift the world by investing in something that everyone should align with. Just because there's division and hatred and unforgiveness and all these things in the world doesn't mean we have to participate. That's right. Here's an avenue where you can align your business with something very good and, might I add, make some money as well.
Yes.
So
there's that.
Right. Yeah. So thanks for being with us. We'll see you next Monday. You be here?
Yes.
Okay. She'll be here.
So will he.
Yeah.
It's not spring break yet.
It's not spring
That's
break.
coming up.
Yeah. My daughter's having a baby next month, so we'll see how that rolls and see if I head out to Florida to be with her during that time or not. Not like I hadn't seen a baby before. It's the 13th grandkid, right? So, yeah, and we'll be back next week. Thank you guys for being a part of our show and being with us today. Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you. Awesome.